everyone, this is Randy. Welcome to this edition of E3 Minutes for Life. Happy 2022. Hope you're off to a great start for the new year. You know, it's hard to believe that it's almost mid-January. It seems like it was just about a week or two ago when we were at Thanksgiving, and Christmas seems like the day before yesterday, but here we sit, almost mid-January, and I look at New Year's resolutions, and I think about this every year. Psychologists tell us that most people quit or abandon their New Year's resolutions sometime between January the 12th and February the 1st. So as hard as it is to believe that we're halfway through the new month and we're halfway to February, we're also to the point where a lot of people are giving up on their resolutions. And I just have to think that if we're not even 3 weeks into a new year, not even 3 weeks in to pursuing these goals, that it's hard to think that we were really resolute about it when we set these goals 2 or 3 weeks ago. And so, I just want to kind of challenge you when you think about setting a New Year's resolution. Maybe we should have called them a New Year's good idea or a New Year's noble thought. But to set a resolution means that you have resolved that you're going to do something different. You're going to do something long term, that you're going to do something fairly major. And I think that it comes down to one major ingredient on whether or not we're successful at that. You can call it a secret recipe, you can call it a secret formula, whatever you want to do. But this one thing will make a bigger difference for you making a difference for yourself personally than anything else. And that is the decision. It's not about the idea, it's not about the action, it's not so much what we're trying to do or how we're going to do it, it's why we're going to do it. I think for most of us, the idea of better health is more important to our doctor or a loved one than it is to us. We have to have something that's important enough to us that we're willing to change what we do. Doing those things is really not that hard. Going to the gym is easy. Throwing sweets in the trash is easy. Not lighting up a cigarette is easy. Reading a book is easy. It's deciding you're going to do that and maintaining that discipline, maintaining that habit over days and weeks and months that will really make the change in your life that you hope to see in the very beginning. Now, don't get me wrong. I think we like the idea of improved health, but we don't like the reality that brings. And so, maybe you need to look for ways to change how you're going about this. So I would encourage you in a few simple steps here. Number one, you need to make whatever your resolution is a part of your routine. Make it a part of your system. The book Atomic Habits by Dr. Tim Irwin, he talks about stacking habits to make a system. We need to stack our habits. You can't just expect that when you go to the pantry or go to the refrigerator that your habit is going to have changed. You've got to change your habit for eating when you're making the grocery list. You've got to change your habit when you're at the grocery store. You've got to decide you're not going to make impulse purchases. And when we have that, we've got to have the self-discipline to really do that long term. Now, psychologists are kind of torn on what they think about self-discipline and how it works. Some feel like it's an exhaustible quality that we have. It's finite, and the more we use it, the more it goes away, the more we deplete it. Others think that it is like a muscle, and the more that we exercise it, the better we get at it. And that's really what I found in my life. When I don't eat dessert, or when I do overcome the desire to want to sleep in, I get up and I go to the gym. It almost makes it easier next time. I've got a winning streak going. So, maybe you've got to do differently. I decide the night before that I'm going to get up and go work out. Maybe you need to order your groceries online and do curbside pickup instead of going into that aisle that's so tempting for you with whatever that is calling your name, and avoid that. But maybe you need to remove social media icons from your phone so it's not as easy to get to them. But I would just say, do the benefits of social media outweigh your necessity for more sleep? Well, then let's turn them off and go to bed. Is our health worth more to us than a brownie? Then it's time for me to say no to the brownie. So I would just encourage you, write down your why. Write it out where you can see it often. Maybe find a token around your house, a little knickknack that you can put up that will remind you of that. Make sure that you see it often and remind yourself of what it is you're trying to do. And if you fall off the wagon a week or 2 or 3 or 4 from now, don't wait till the new year. Don't give yourself a year to put it off. Jump back on and really make the best of what you can each and every week. Hope this has been helpful to you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on E3 Minutes for Life.